So the offense will go for it around midfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Alabama.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Offense getting set for first down. Gets it past the marker. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's Warren. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in, it's Morris. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The defense burns their 3rd and 4th. Out of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Quick toss. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Timeout, Michigan.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. And he could not get loose on the run.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Michigan 14, Alabama 0.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
He's tackled at the 27. Third down coming.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll let it go down the right side.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Makes him talk to the hand. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw, it's Warren. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Here's the handoff. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 14, Alabama 0.
And to christen this fourth quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. First down here for the offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points.
Oh, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee in the... Start of the 25. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Twist his way through. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
That didn't bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Just need a few inches on third down to move the sticks on this opening drive. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against his defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you could name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's looking on the right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on fourth down. Pressure coming. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And those are tough passes, man. You start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Makes a connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Morgan. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
That's the end of the first quarter. For Alabama, 7, Michigan, 0.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
To the air, it's Orji. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Comes out throwing on first down. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Second and 10 after the previous play. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your...
The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. At a return. First down here for the offense. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On the option. Now the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run the option. The pitch. Shakes off the defender. At the 45 on its way. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Makes the catch. It's Allen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Got room at the 35. Can anyone catch him?
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed.
Deep shot for the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Give to the running back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He'll ride his man on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Quick strike complete. Discards a man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Michigan. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Penn State 7, Michigan 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Scanning the field, it's Orji trying to get to him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Yeah, and what a good job by the pass rush, get into the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You've got to get quarterback hits.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
That's caught. It's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Got his man on the outside. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. Got it.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
To the air, it's Orji. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fast motion from the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback extends the play. Complete downfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Michigan 14.
The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Set to kick off.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
We're seeing more and more offensive coordinators find creative ways to get their best athletes, their wide receivers, involved in the running game. And what better way to do it than with the jet sweep? Great example right there.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Quick completion on the out. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Wolverines are on the move. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. Open runway ahead. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13.
Third down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, Penn State 7.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He's going to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Nice job by the quarterback and his awareness right there. Understanding they're down, they need to save clock, so on the design QB run, getting out of bounds. They're going to need this guy to throw it and run it to come back and win this game.
He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Warren. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Aller. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Coming after him. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. And the Wolverines enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. They'll put the tight end in motion. Just feeds the running back. He's open. Afterburner's coming. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Michigan.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Aller. Unloads to the right. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Spin, still running. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue.